Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. Ancient city discovered in Dhahirah Governorate. House raided for illegal commercial activity in Muscat. Urgent appeal made for blood donation in Oman. UAE airport launches biometric services. Passenger's face will be his boarding pass. Twitter's grey verification mark for government officials is live now. Jan 6 panel, lawmakers urge criminal charges against Trump. Argentina fans celebrate World Cup win up in the air from Istanbul to Buenos Aires. Venus Williams awarded wildcard entry for Australian Open 2023. Those are the headlines. Now for the local stories for the day. The remnants of an ancient city dating back to the first millennium BC was discovered in the Vilayat of Dhank al-Dhahirah Governorate. The archaeological excavations carried out by the Ministry of Heritage and Tourism and a Polish mission from the University of Warsaw at the Ain Bani Saida archaeological site for the 6th season resulted in finding remnants of a small city in the archaeological site dating back to the first millennium BC of the Iron Age. Other pottery vessels, ladders and cooking stuffs were also found at the site. Dr. Peter Belinsky of the University of Warsaw said the following. We are uncovering an old small city which was a replica of a big city, and this is a reflection of a social situation that occurred at that time. A decorated pottery bowl made by hand was found at the new site. It is the first mixture of ceramics to be found whole. When the inhabitants left the village, they took with them the small pottery vessels and left the large ones used to store water and grain, which were found in dozens. We couldn't figure out how they made food, but we did know the methods they used to store the food, Dr. Peter added. Regarding the new site in which the city and the pottery were found, it is surprising that it is at an altitude of 8 meters from the flat of the plain, and the peasants used to go to the water sources every morning to fetch water in large pottery vessels for the entire population. The head of the mission added that it was likely that the big house belonged to the sheikh, but we do not know if he was considered a sheikh or had another name, but a leader or ruler lived at it with his family members, unlike others who lived in modest places. The Ministry of Heritage and Tourism and the Polish mission from the University of Warsaw are also excavations in the town of Balt, Vilayat of Dhank, to research and conduct studies in a new archaeological site. Ali bin Khamis al-Sudairi, director of the Heritage and Tourism Department in Dhahirah Governorate, explained that the site has a historical connection with other archaeological sites such as the archaeological site of Bat, the archaeological site of Salud and Dahwa in the Vilayat of Saham. It is closely linked to these ancient archaeological sites in successive ages. Muscat municipality has raided a house in the Vilayat of Bosher for running unlicensed commercial activities. Muscat municipality in Bosher cooperated with the Royal Oman Police and raided a house used as a place to store and prepare food to be marketed for the public in commercial quantities. The municipality destroyed 220 kilograms of the food and completed the necessary legal procedures, Muscat municipality said in a statement. The Department of Blood Bank Services has made an urgent appeal to donate blood at the Central Blood Bank in Bosher, Muscat Governorate. In view of the increasing demand for blood units and its components, we appeal to everyone to take the initiative to donate blood at the Central Blood Bank in Bosher. We also urge blood donors to donate platelets as there is daily need for more than 15 platelet donors per day, DBBS said in a statement. DBBS added that blood donation times are from Saturday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Friday from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. For inquiries or to book an appointment to donate blood, please contact via the WhatsApp at 94555648. Those are the local stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with international news. Stay tuned.
Circly just landed in Oman. Now you can enjoy your life and save through unlimited buy 2 for the price of 1 offers and discounts starting 20% onwards at more than 2,000 leading vendors covering all your needs. Download Circly Oman mobile application, subscribe and try 1 month for free. Upgrade your lifestyle with Circly Oman.
play, you listen.
You talk, we listen.
You got something to say? We want to hear it.
95.4 in Muscat.
And 91 in Salalah.
Music, news, views, and everything in between.
TFM.
TFM.
Let's talk.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. The UAE launched a biometric service at the Abu Dhabi airport on Monday, by virtue of which no passport or ticket will be required anymore and a passenger's face will be his boarding pass. The solutions will be implemented at select self-service baggage touchpoints, immigration e-gates and boarding gates, and then applied across all passenger touchpoints at the airport. Abu Dhabi-based tech company Next50 will introduce its cutting-edge AI solutions alongside global artificial intelligence and technology solution partners IDEMIA and SITA at select self-service baggage touchpoints, immigration e-gates and boarding gates before implementing the technology across all passenger touchpoints in the airport. The new technology will enhance the passenger journey and establish Midfield Terminal building as the first international airport with biometric capabilities at all customer touchpoints. Next50 CEO Ibrahim Al-Mani underlined that the biometrics project comes as part of the Emirates' digital transformation vision. Once the project is implemented, it will offer passengers a convenient, simplified, contactless and hygienic experience from curb to gate. This will result in reduced wait times and less time queuing for passengers. The colors of Twitter's new verification system are now visible on the site. Government officials and multilateral organizations are now visible on the microblogging site with the grey color tick alongside their names. This new development has already shown up on some profiles. However, it has still not been fully rolled out yet, with several profiles of politicians still visible with the older blue color tick. Earlier this year, CEO Elon Musk took to the microblogging site to make the announcement for its new verification system. He had earlier tweeted about the usage of different colors for different organizations and individuals, but flashed that the details just rest recently. All verified individual humans will have the same blue check, as the boundary of what constitutes notable is otherwise too subjective, he tweeted. According to a report, the microblogging platform Twitter's Blue subscription rolled out despite warnings from Twitter's own trust and safety staff. Soon afterwards, numerous verified accounts began to impersonate well-known personalities or brands. The chaos first began with a fake Nintendo account. As per a report, this repelled numerous advertisers from the platform. Subsequently, Musk pulled off the $7.99 USD service a few days after its release. Musk had taken the matter into his own hands and tweeted that any account that tried to impersonate someone else would be disabled unless its user declared it is a parody account. Coming to the current multicolor verification system, Musk called it painful but necessary. The House committee investigating the January 6 insurrection voted to approve the referral of multiple criminal charges against former US President Donald Trump, sources reported. It will be up to the Justice Department whether to indict Trump, but the congressional investigation with its findings may help the case against the former president, and its final report will be released on Wednesday. According to the panel, Trump was ultimately responsible for the insurrection, laying out for the public and the Justice Department a trove of evidence for why he should be prosecuted for multiple crimes. The committee held its last public session on Monday, marking the end of the panel's expansive probe into the riot and Trump's role in the violence. While the referrals will largely be symbolic in nature, as the panel looks prosecutorial powers and the DOJ does not need a referral from Congress to investigate crimes, committee members stressed the move serves as a way to document their views. Attorney General Merrick Garland will make the ultimate call on changing decisions. The summary describes in extensive detail how Trump tried to overpower, pressure, and cajole anyone who wasn't willing to help him overturn his election defeat, while knowing that many of his schemes were unlawful. His relentless arm twisting included election administrators in key states, senior Justice Department leaders, state lawmakers, and others. The report even suggests possible witness tampering with the committee's investigation. The committee repeatedly used forceful language to describe Trump's intent that he purposely disseminated false allegations of fraud to aid the efforts to overturn the 2020 election and successfully solicit about $250 million in political contributions. These false claims provoked his supporters to violence on January 6th, it said. The report summary says there's evidence to pursue Trump on multiple crimes, including obstruction of an official proceeding, conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to make false statements, assisting or aiding an insurrection, conspiring to injure or impede an officer, and seditious conspiracy. Trump's false victory was premeditated. The committee outlined 17 findings from its investigations that underpin its reasoning for criminal referrals, including that Trump knew the fraud allegations he was pushing were false and continued to amplify them anyway. The Select Committee is referring several Republican lawmakers who refused to cooperate with the investigation to the House Ethics Committee. After the committee submits its final report, likely to be made public later this week, it is expected to disband as the current US Congress ends its term. Those are the international stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with sports news. Stay tuned.
Circly just landed in Oman. Now you can enjoy your life and save through unlimited buy two for the price of one offers and discounts starting 20% onwards at more than 2,000 leading vendors covering all your needs. Download Circly Oman mobile application, subscribe and try 1 month for free. Upgrade your lifestyle with Circly Oman.
Play, you listen.
You talk, we listen.
You got something to say? We want to hear it.
95.4 in Muscat.
And 91 in Salalah.
Music, news, views, and everything in between.
TFM.
TFM.
Let's talk.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the sports news. Football fans watched the 2022 FIFA World Cup final live Sunday night while flying from Turkey's largest city, Istanbul, to Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina. The Argentine victory came as Turkish Airlines flight TK-15 was over the Atlantic Ocean, with the plane breaking out in cheers and celebration, according to a press release from the company issued on Monday. Almost everyone on the plane was focused on the screens to watch the game. When Argentina scored the last goal, there was great enthusiasm among the passengers, with fans jumping and cheering for the victory. Held in Qatar, Sunday's final began with Argentina's 2-0 lead and France equalized the score in the second half. With both teams scoring a goal in overtime, the match went to penalty kicks, with Argentina winning 4-2. Champion and former number 1 Venus Williams has been awarded a main draw wildcard for the 2023 Australian Open. The tournament begins on January 16 at Melbourne Park. A two-time finalist, Williams, 42, is set to make her 22nd appearance at the Australian Open, having made her tournament debut 25 years ago in 1998. The 42-year-old is a two-time AO finalist, most recently in her resurgent season of 2017, before injuries restricted her tournament schedule over the past 2 years. "I'm very excited to be returning to Melbourne to compete at the Australian Open in January," said Williams, who owns a 54-21 career win-loss record at the AO, said in an official statement released by Australia Open. "I've been competing in the country for over 20 years now, and the Australian community has always supported me wholeheartedly. It will be an honor to play for the fans again," she further added. "I've been competing in the country for over 20 years now, and the Australian community has always supported me wholeheartedly," she added. Those are the local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.